Hi everyone, it's Jenny from By Jenny Designs, and today I wanted to show you how to work up this fun flower scrubby. Just want to give you a look at the amazing texture. This is one of the coolest scrubby yarns that I've used yet. I actually found this last night in my yarn stash. This is the first time I was working with it. This is called Stitch Soak Scrub, and it's by Lion Brand. To work up this pattern, you're going to need about 20 to 25 yards for your center color, and then you'll just need about 30 to 35 yards for the outside for the petals. Then you're also going to need a size J or 6mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. Let me just get all this moved out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So to create this scrubby, you're going to be needing to hold together 2 strands of yarn. And I don't have 2 separate balls of yellow, so I'm pulling from the center and the outside. To get started, we're going to make a magic circle. To do that, I place my thumb on top of the yarn with the working yarn in my left, and then with my ends, I wrap it around my thumb, place it behind the working yarn, and then you're just going to insert your hook here, grab your working yarn, pull through, and chain 1. And now you want to make sure you're crocheting over your end as you go around the circle. Now we're just going to work 8 half double crochet into the circle. Oh. 1, 2, 3. And there's 8. Once you have your 8 half double crochet, go ahead and take your ends and pull them tight so that your circle shuts. And now this is the tricky part when using this yarn, is figuring out where your stitches are. So I found if you look towards the side, you can kind of see the stitches better. So I'm just going to count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. This right here is going to be where you want to make your next stitch, and we're going to be working a slip stitch right in there to join. And that is actually our very first half double crochet we made. After you've made your slip stitch, go ahead and chain 1. For row 2, you're going to be working 2 half double crochet into each stitch around. Go ahead and work your way around, and then I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, I've worked my way around, and you should have 16 half double crochet. Go ahead and join to the first stitch with a slip stitch, and then chain 1. And now we're going to be working 1 half double crochet in our first stitch, 2 in our next, 1 in the next, 2 in the next. We're going to continue that way all the way around. So again, that's 1 in the first, 2 in the next. One here, and then 2 in the next. Go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and then I'll see you at the end of the row. Just working my last stitch of row 3 here. For your final stitch count, you should have 24 half double crochet in this row. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch and then chain 1. And for the next row, we're going to work 1 half double crochet in the first, 1 half double crochet in the second, and 2 half double crochet in the next, and then we'll be repeating that around. So 1 here, 1 here, and then 2 in the next. Go ahead and continue that around, and then I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm just finishing up row 4. You should have 32 half double crochet at the end of this row. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. And then chain 1. This is going to be our final row of the yellow. For this row, we're going to half double crochet into the first, half double crochet in the second, half double crochet in the third, and then work 2 half double crochet in the fourth, and we'll be repeating that around. So 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and then go ahead and repeat that. Work your way all the way around, and then I'll see you at the end of the row. Okay, I have made my way around to the end of row 5. For this row, you should have 40 half double crochet, but honestly, this pattern is very forgiving. If you're off by 1 or 2, it really is no big deal at all. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through so that we can cut the yarn and fasten off. Go ahead and make that tight. And now we're going to switch to whatever color you're using for the outside or the petals. I think I'll go ahead and just do pink. And we're going to be doing the same thing for the petals. We'll be holding 2 strands together. Okay. So to start row 6, we're going to hold our 2 strands together and make a slip knot. Insert your hook. And then we're going to be working in the back loop only. So go ahead and join in this first back loop right here. Join with a slip stitch and then chain 3. And now we're going to be working 2 more triple crochet into that same loop. So there's our first triple crochet. Now work a second. Like so. And I am crocheting over my end here. Okay, so now for the next back loop, we're going to work 2 triple crochet, and then next we'll work 3 triple crochet, then 2, then 3, and we're going to continue that pattern all the way around. Work 2 in this back loop. And we'll work 3 in the next and 2 in the next. I'm going to go ahead and leave you to work your way around, and then I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, I've worked my way around and I'm just working up my last triple crochet here. When you've worked your last triple crochet, we're just going to go ahead and join with a slip stitch to your first triple crochet you made. It would be near impossible to join to this beginning chain, honestly. So we just can join here, yarn over and pull through to fasten off, and you can cut your end. And then now all you need to do is sew in your ends. The ends that you've crocheted over, you do not need to sew in. You can go ahead and just clip them. This yarn is not going anywhere once it's under a row of stitches. So the ends that you do have to sew in, you really just need to work them under a row of stitches one time. You don't have to bother with going back and forth multiple times, but you can if you want to. So I'm just putting my needle under the stitches there, under the bottom of the stitches. Pull through, and you can cut right now, or if you'd like, you can go back again a second time. So go ahead and just sew in all of your ends, and then I'll do the same and I'll come back and meet up with you here. Here's the flower scrubby with all the ends sewn in. This is such a fun pattern to work up. I'm actually going to work up a few more until I run out of yarn so that I can hand some out to my kids for them to use at home. I hope you enjoyed this pattern as well, and I will see you again very soon with another new pattern.